If you're looking for pound the best home health and beauty fragrance products, you need to go to ashkickin.com.
Yeah. Yo, this is Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, and you're watching DONTAE'S Boxing Nation, baby.
Lose tonight. I don't have to retire. It was a magical night for one. Back in Brooklyn for the second time. What a great place to be. What an electrifying crowd. Again, the support and love. Being from Alabama and coming all the way over here to Brooklyn, New York, man, seeing the love just like back home, man, it really touches my heart. And I'm always filled with joy to come here each and every time to perform for you guys. And it was a magical night tonight, and again, I said history. It's not a man that have fought me that I haven't knocked out. So, Max, I'm just ready to prove that I am the best, That's all I want. Of course, Stiverene, for some, wasn't the best. Some already predicted it. I said I was going to knock them out, and I did that. And now, over and over again, I keep sending messages out to the heavyweight division that I am the man to beat. I am the most feared. I do hit the hardest. I am who I say I am. I don't say things just to say it because of people have cameras in my face or people have, what I'm trying to say. Right? I just want to prove that I'm the best. I want to know for myself. I said I believe it, and I'm receiving it. Now I want to prove it to the world. So hopefully these heavyweights in the division see what I've done and don't get too frightened. Hope they want to feel the same way. I want to unify the division. The heavyweight division is too small to have so many champions, 3 and 4. Three. It should be one champion, one face, one name. His name's Deontay Wilder. Any questions, guys?
Deontay, good evening. Gareth A. Davis from the Telegraph and TalkSport. We've enjoyed you being over in the UK before. There's not many people here from the UK, and obviously we saw Anthony Joshua perhaps labour against Carlos Takam a bit last week. Can you give a message to the UK, to Anthony Joshua, about how you feel tonight after this and what we really ought to be seeing in the heavyweight division?
Well, to Joshua, y'all seen me many times up on podiums. Y'all have seen me on social media. It's only so much I can say. I want to unify. Is he up for the challenge? Like I said, I declare war. This is not a battle. This is war because I want war the belts. And I'm not looking for when I beat him, I'm not looking for the second time around because it's going to be so bad and so brutal that the first time going to be enough. It's going to be like no mas.
Is there a danger you scared him off tonight, though?
I'm scaring heavyweights each and every time. I am the most feared. And if I'm not, then I want somebody to shut me up. I want somebody to prove that to me. I want to be proven wrong. But for right now, I don't feel like nobody's going to prove me wrong. Who has the guts? He can run for so long, for so far. And I hate this. I hate this. Say this, but it seems like this has turned into a Riddick Bowe and a Lennox Lewis. And if so, then you need to go and throw the belts in the trash can because I am.
Deontay, talk a lot about his visioning, and I was wondering if this is exactly the kind of dominating win you expected. 3 knockdowns, he couldn't get up, he's falling down his face. And also, do you think that Joshua was looking at this and says, "Yeah, I want to fight that guy"?
Well, I knew I was gonna knock Stiverene out. I kept saying, when you fight a guy the first time, it's a learning experience. The second time is a learning experience as well, but the difference is you already know that person a little bit more than the second time, than the first time. And I knew everything about Stiverene. We had 9 different guys come in. I had 9 different great looks. Some would say my sparring partner was even tougher, but the only thing that was different between the sparring partner and this is that I think I went more rounds in sparring this time.
Okay.
No disrespect, because you must respect fighters in the ring. I tell people all the time, I don't even like the term bombs. Everybody want to say bombs until you get up in there and you be the one that been dropped and become the bomb. And we must respect fighters because they risk their life, and it's nothing to play around with. Especially with the mentality that I have as a champion, as a person. I have to be so hungry. I have to be so mean. When a lion is hungry, they say it feel like they have been starving for a year. So when they see its prey, it's ready to eat everything, and that's how I feel like when I'm in the ring, like a lion, like a king that I am.
Oh, snacks.
The second question, Lil?
Do you think he's looking at this performance and says, yeah, I want to fight you?
Come on. Of course not. If so, then he would have been accepted my offer. He would have been eager to fight me a long time ago. It seems like nowadays his promoter doing more of the talking than him. He's not even confident as a champion. He want to put himself in a better position to beat me, but the thing about it is no better position to beat me. That don't exist because I'm a hungry champion. I'm going to be around for a very long time. I'm on a mission. And when you're on a mission, you're not going to stop until you complete and accomplish the mission. So Joshua, you can run as fast as you can. I will catch you.
Okay, Joshua, I've covered boxing for 20 years. I've never seen a fighter knock out another fighter as the fighter was in a perfect defensive position and you still knocked him out. How are you able to do that?
As I said, I got Alabama country power. I mean, my power is real, Nowadays, it ain't no need of me getting on the scale no more, I'm always low when it comes to weight-wise and stuff like that, but we don't even really think about it no more, The weight is going to be what it is. Like I said, I always tell the story that my grandma always said I was anointed by God. I always say that she wouldn't even let my parents look at me. She would get very upset if they did. She would tell them he's the one that's going to bring y'all up. He's the chosen one. Instead of disciplining me, she used to teach me. She used to talk to me. She used to tell me things. I was a favorite as well too. So I definitely feel like I am the chosen one. I'm meant to do something great in this world, and I think boxing is just a platform that is going to allow me to really get to where I really want to go and what really God got for me.
Right over here, Deontay, Chris Connor, last talk. Congratulations again. We talked about last time we were working with you. Felt like this card was cursed. You went from Luis Ortiz for Main Stiverene. You have to share the spotlight here with the UFC. Anthony Joshua doesn't want to fight you. How much of this fight for you is just getting all that anger out, all the anger of being ducked, overlooked? People say that you start this by getting guys that falsely test positive. How much of this is just taking all your anger out on the Main Stiverene?
I think it was all 100% of that. Every bit of what you said. It was everything in one big snowball. It was just a snowball building up. And especially when the Ortiz situation came about, man, I really broke down. I don't know, it was crazy. It took me back to my younger days when I was young, and I used to huff and puff, and when I cried, you knew so you better get out of the way because he was going to be a Tasmanian devil. And when Shelly called me, I'm like, Shelly, when Shelly calls me, I know when something's wrong and I know when something's going right by his voice. I can detect in his voice. And when Shelly called me, Deontay, I said, Shelly, get straight to the point. Ortiz failed the drug test. And when he did that, it's just my heart dropped to my stomach. And, I bust out with tears. It was tears of anger because I want to prove myself so bad. Like, I never wanted to prove myself so bad. Now, not to me, but to the world, because so many people blame me for so many different things that don't have nothing to do with me. I try to fight the best. I've called out the best. The best haven't accepted my challenge. The best always take an easier route, and that's the facts of Deontay Wilder. This is nothing that I'm making up. This is nothing that I just all of a sudden just imagining this is real life for me, you know, and I just want to prove myself. You know, I said it before. In Showtime, it's almost as if like you want to do something so bad, like if you constipated, like you just, you know, I want to prove myself, and I know after this that the heat is going to be on the other champions. You know, definitely Joshua, because that's who people want to see, and that's what I want as well too. So after this fight, you know, the pressure is definitely going to be on. You know, I think I've won a lot of fans, not only Americans but UK fans and people all around the world. So that's the mega fight, and that's the one I want, and we will get it. I don't say hope. I'm not going to say if. I'm going to speak it. I believe it. I'm going to receive it.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, Deontay.
Hey, Deontay. Congratulations. We talk a lot about Anthony Joshua, and you want. I know you want that fight, but since it doesn't appear as though that will be the next fight for you, or the next fight for him, frankly, you know, you're going to have other fights between now and then. What kind of fight could you have that's not Joshua that would at least interest you or excite you? Who else is out there that you could be interested to fight?
Well, we got a lot of guys in the heavyweight division. Of course, you've heard them run their mouth many a times. And we got a lot of up-and-coming guys as well, too. And, you know, we just seen one of the guys that I got history with, and it's not a positive history. That's in Brazil.
Oof.
So that could be a potential one next as well, too, while we wait, you know, for the so-called best heavyweight champion in the world. So, you know, we have options. We definitely have options. I don't want people to think that we don't have options, that I need a certain type of person, which I don't. You know, we have a lot of great heavyweights here, and we're going to keep American boxing alive, especially the heavyweight division. It have heated up, and it's just continue to flame and become even more heated as time goes by. So, you know, so we're just going to sit back. We're going to see what's going on. We're going to go to Joshua with them people. We're going to see what's up. See, can they not wait and make a date? If not, then we move on.
Hey, Deontay, Andy Emilio, ES News. Congrats. Big statement win. Kind of drawing a parallel here. I saw you pound your chest, and then you were standing over him. It kind of reminded me of the fight you had with Charlie Z, when you kept telling him, get up. Get up, like you just wanted to hurt him. Can you just like elaborate a little more on the emotions that were in the ring when Stiverene was knocked down and you wanted to fight him more? I've only seen you do that twice.
Yeah, you know, I was in my element. You know, I felt so great in the dressing room. You know, I was telling my people that I haven't felt this good in a long time. You know, it took me back into my early in my career, when I felt so great, when I was really blowing these guys out in the first and second and third round and stuff like that. And tonight, I felt that energy. Like, man, I feel so good. The gloves felt so great, like it was perfect, it was meant, you know. And, you know, pounding my chest to let him know that I meant every word that I say. I am here. Nothing you can do can stop me. Nothing you can say can stop me. Whatever you do, I can do better. Everything I told Stiverene, you know, I really meant it for him. I don't know if he meant what he said when he was referring the things that he said to me, but I meant everything. And, you know, even like I said, I meant everything. Even with the killing part, I meant that. I meant that. I do want a body on my record.
Oh, no.
But, I mean, that's just the bronze bomber mentality. Right now, I'm Deontay Wilder. I'm calm. I'm at peace. You know, I bring love. But the bronze bomber, you just never know what he's going to say and what he's going to get. But it's real. It's real. Everything is real. And thank God that he survived to see another day. You know, Deontay Wilder want everybody to go home. He want everybody to see a family. Because I have family. I have kids, and I love to death. You know, and I definitely, you know, I say an individual prayer, and we say a team prayer. And the individual prayer, I always say I want the guys to go back home. You know, and I know a lot of people will say I contradict myself, but they got to understand it's two different personalities. I'm Deontay Wilder outside, and I'm the bronze bomber on the inside, and it's really real.
Hold up, over here, champ.
I know it was only one round, but how did the right hand hold up? And you mentioned that glove. I know it was a new glove for you. How do you think that worked for you tonight?
The right hand is really great. It's I think that I had so much rest, you know, over the time to recover. My last fight was in February, so, and here we is now in November. So, you know, it's like a blessing in disguise that these guys are doing so much to delay so much of the fights or whatever, because the only thing they've done was help me heal this hand, and it feels amazing.
Hi, you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.